Hello, students. Welcome to the world of accountancy. I hope you all are practicing hard at home. This is Amit sir, your accountancy teacher. Since we had done with chapter number 1, now in this video we will start doing revision of chapter number 1. But before I start, I'll suggest you all to please like and subscribe my channel. Now, first, you must know the meaning of partnership. Partnership is defined under Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, which says it is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share profit earned by them or any one of them acting for them. Now, by the definition given to us, we can derive the features of partnership. First feature is two or more person. It means minimum of 2 and maximum of 50% can be involved in a business of partnership. Second, agreement. That agreement can be oral or written, and as you know, written agreement is known as deed. Now, third, existence of business, and that existence must be for lawful business. It means partnership can't be there for illegal business, and profit motive should be there. When profit motive is there, then sharing of profit is also there. It means sharing of profit is one of the most essential feature of partnership. It silently says that sharing of loss is not necessary for partnership. Fifth, business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. It means if earning is created by any one of them, that should be taken by all of them. Now, their relationship is as principal and agent. It means act of one bindable to all, or all are bindable to each other. Now, after knowing the meaning of partnership, one should know the rules to be applicable in case of absence of partnership deed or in case of absence of written agreement. First major or main rule is interest on loan by a partner. Whenever any loan is given by a partner to the firm, then on that loan, interest is payable at 6% per annum. Please remember one more thing, that if loan is given by firm to the partner, then in such case no interest will be charged from the partner. Second, if deed is not there, profit sharing ratio between partners is equal. It means it does not matter whatsoever capital is invested by them. Third, interest on capital not allowed. If deed is not there, no interest will be allowed to any of the partner. Fourth, interest on drawing. No interest on drawing is to be charged from any of the partner. Fifth, salary or commission to a partner not allowed to any of the partner since deed is not there. Now, again, please remember that thing. Interest on loan is applicable or allowed at 6% per annum and profit sharing ratio is equal. Except to those things, nothing else will be allowed to partner. The treatment of interest on drawing in various situations. Now, interest on drawing, case 1. When rate of interest on drawing is given in percentage form, it means with that percentage per annum word is not there. Then, interest is calculated irrespective of the period. It does not matter at which date he is withdrawing that money. Now, case 2. When rate of interest on drawing is given in percentage with per annum. Now, when per annum word is there, two situations may arise. First, when date of drawing is not given with percentage per annum, then interest is charged for 6 months. When date of drawing is given, then interest is to be calculated as per date or according to date. When different amount, case 3 is when different amount are withdrawn on different dates, then product method will be used. And I hope that all of you remember that product method. Now, one more important fact is preparation of profit and loss appropriation account. If you remember, profit and loss appropriation account means a statement which shows division of profit between partners. Now, before writing net profit in outer column of profit and loss appropriation account from profit and loss account, one should know that net profit must be written after all the charges. Charges include interest on loan, second, manager's commission, third, rent payable to any of the partner. Now, after making all the charges from profit, we will write that profit in outer column. Then we will start giving appropriations. First appropriation which we have to give to partner is interest on capital, salary, commission, and reserve is also termed as a part of appropriation. Now, the one more thing which we have to charge from the partner is interest on drawing will be termed as income in profit and loss appropriation account. Now, on balancing the both the sides of profit and loss appropriation account, if credit side of profit and loss appropriation account is bigger, it means balancing figure is to be written on debit side, then it will be termed as profit, and that profit is to be divided in partners in their profit sharing ratio. If reverse situation arises, it means debit side of profit and loss appropriation account is bigger in comparison to its credit side, then loss will arise and we will divide that loss also in their profit sharing ratio. One more thing which one should also remember, that interest on capital can be given in two manner. First, it may be given as charge on profit. Second, it may be given as appropriation on profit. Now, if interest on capital is given as charge on profit and appropriation on profit, then three situations may arise. If profit is sufficient, both the situations, interest will be allowed. If profit is not sufficient, then in case of charge, interest is allowed, whereas in case of appropriation, interest will be allowed up to the level of available profit. Now, in third situation, when profit is not there, it means loss is there, then interest is allowed in case of charge only, whereas in case of loss, no such interest will be allowed. There is one more topic which is needed to be discussed at the time of revision is treatment of past adjustment. One should also know that after closing of account, sometime it is discovered that there is omission of salary, commission or profit is distributed in wrong ratio, etc. Since we can't alter old accounts, so an adjustment entry is passed, and that adjustment entry is known as treatment of past adjustment. And if you remember, in past adjustment, if we have to take something from the partner, then they should be debited, and if we have to give something to the partner, then they should be credited. And after making all the necessary adjustment, both the sides of firm should be equal. If any difference is there, then it will be settled on the reverse side of partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Now, after making the treatment of past adjustment, one should also know guarantee of profit to a partner. In case of guarantee, it can be classified through three categories. One, when one-on-one guarantee is there, it means one partner gives guarantee to other partner. Second, one to all other partners. It means when one partner gives guarantee to other partners or firm. Finally, the last one, when all the remaining partners gives guarantee to one of the existing or new incoming partner. Now, after making a quick revision through theoretical aspect of fundamentals of partnership, we will do some kind of revision with the help of MCQ also. In first MCQ, it is given to us partner salary is debited to. If you remember, we show partner salary on the debit side of profit and loss appropriation account. Therefore, partner salary is to be debited to profit and loss appropriation account. And second question says partner's current account is to be opened when capital R. If you remember, in theoretical concept, I had already mentioned you, current account is open in fixed capital method. Now, question number 3, maximum number of partners in partnership firm is 100. If you remember the definition of partnership, which clearly says that maximum number of partner in partnership is 50, it means answer is false. Now next, partnership deed is also called as article of partnership. Yes, true. Partnership deed is known as article of partnership since it told all the internal information related to partnership. Next, that is false since there is no compulsion on behalf of firm to make their deed compulsory. Sixth, Partnership Act passed in 1932. Please remember that thing again from the definition of partnership, which says partnership is defined under Section 4 of Partnership Act 1932. So the year in which partnership is defined, 1932. The next, partnership agreement can be oral, written or oral, written. None of this. If you remember, partnership agreement can be oral or written. It means C option is correct. Now, the interest on partner's capital account is to be credited to interest on partner's capital account is to be credited to partner's capital account since it will increase their capital. As I told you, interest on capital means the interest which is to be given to a partner. Hence, it will increase their capital, and anything which increase their capital is to be transferred to credit side. Now, in absence of any partnership agreement, the profit and loss of the firm are divided in equal ratio. If you remember, we always divide profit of partnership firm in equal ratio when deed is not there. Now, question number 10. In the absence of partnership deed, the partners will be allowed interest on amount advance to the firm by him at the rate of, say, if you remember, interest on loan given by partner to the firm, if deed is not there, is allowed at 6%. Therefore, answer of this question is 6%. Please write down here 6%. Question number 11. In partnership firm, profit and losses are to be shared equally in the ratio of capital as per the agreement. None of this. See, as you know, in partnership, if deed is not there, they will share profit equally. And as you know, if agreement is there, then as per agreement. So any of the A and C will be there. And both options are correct. Therefore, we will write none of this. Now, question number 12. Which of the following is not the feature of partnership? Agreement, sharing of profit, limited liability, two or more persons. So, if we read this question carefully and read the definition uh, given for partnership, limited liability word is not associated with partnership since partners are unlimitedly liable. Now, question number 13. What time would be taken into consideration if equal monthly amount is drawn at the beginning of every month? See, if you remember the table which I told you while telling you the topic interest on drawing, in that table I told you period after first drawing plus period after last drawing, and average of that will be taken into consideration. Now, period after first drawing, since he is withdrawing at the beginning of every month, is 12 month, and period after last drawing is 1 month. Therefore, their average is 6.5 month. 6.5 month. Now, one thing you should remember that at the description of my video, some assignments are given. Please download them through link and practice them at home. And please complete them in your fair register. Goodbye, and we will meet with next chapter, that is valuation of goodwill. And please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.